People that have a history of mental health issues, people that have a history or current substance use issues, people who seem hopeless, people who seem overwhelmed, but sometimes there are no signs.
And says victims of domestic violence should not wait to reach out for help.
If you feel unsafe or if you are in a relationship with someone you feel is unsafe, don't hesitate to call 911. Go to an emergency room.
4 people were found dead in a Valley Station home Saturday, and now LMPD tells us they were a family, and the father is responsible for their murders.
The Jefferson County Coroner's Office confirming 49-year-old Mary Stanton, 17-year-old Adriana Stanton, and 11-year-old Brianna Stanton were shot and killed.
The extended family says they are devastated by the news and that nothing seemed off.
Just before 9 a.m. on December 3rd, Louisville police were called to a home in the 4500 block of East Pages Lane off of Dixie Highway in Louisville's Valley Station neighborhood for reports of a shooting. Upon entering the home, police would find a tragic scene. They would locate the bodies of 4 individuals, an adult woman, an adult male, and 2 young girls.
Copy on the shooting.
Unfathomable violence hit this Valley Station neighborhood, one home in particular, when some weren't even out of bed yet Saturday morning.
All of the individuals appear to be members from the same family. This is a very tragic situation.
LMPD says a man living along Pages Lane, just off Dixie Highway, shot and killed a woman and 2 girls inside the house. Details given to us are limited, including what triggered the outburst.
The victims were identified as 49-year-old Mary Stanton and her daughters, 17-year-old Adriana Stanton and 11-year-old Brianna Stanton. The deceased male was identified as 60-year-old Gary Stanton. LMPD quickly determined that all of the individuals were related. Gary Stanton is the husband to Mary and father of the 2 girls. After investigating, police said it appears the man shot the adult female and the 2 juvenile girls before he himself was killed. Mary, who recently celebrated her birthday, worked hard to become a registered nurse and recently opened up an adult daycare center in Louisville. Her sister says the week of the murders, she seemed optimistic and in good spirits, nothing out of the ordinary. Family meant everything to her, and she did everything to ensure her family's foundation was intact. 17-year-old Adriana was a senior at DuPont Manual High School and was looking forward to graduating in the spring, along with the other perks of being a high school senior: prom, graduation photos, college preparation, and creating lasting memories with friends. She was an active student, involved in numerous school organizations. 11-year-old Brianna Stanton was in middle school and was known for her bright and outgoing personality. According to family, there were no signs of trouble. In fact, the family, along with Mary's sister, recently took a trip to Kenya to bury Mary's father. A couple days before the murders, Gary posted to Facebook saying, "Happy birthday, my wife, the love of my life." The murders left family, friends, and the community shook. It was unlike anything anyone had ever experienced before in their quiet neighborhood. A local church says they will be available to assist anyone with emotional support. What could lead a father to murder his entire family, including his own children? What really happened that morning? Were there signs that were present before this tragedy? A Facebook user revealed a post that was made by Gary roughly 2 weeks prior to the murders. It states, "Therapist tells me I can work through it. The medication is not working. I hate the way I feel inside. Mental health is grabbing a strong hold of me. I hate what I'm feeling." It is unclear whether or not the post was brought to Mary's attention or if she was even aware that the post was made. These are all questions that no one has the answers to. Confusion and devastation lingers as those who knew the family and even strangers play back the news over and over in their minds.
We don't know how to move on without her. She was my best friend. I talk to her every day. And nothing on the phone calls could have prepared me for this.
Emily Muchemi says her family is still in shock after finding out her sister and nieces were shot and killed in this home on the 4500 block of East Pages Lane on Saturday. Police say Gary Stanton shot and killed his wife Mary and 2 daughters, 17-year-old Adriana Stanton and 11-year-old Brianna Stanton. Then he turned the gun on himself.
It was a shock, and it's very painful for a mother. But there's nothing I can do.
Mary's sister says her family never noticed any signs of abuse or problems in the marriage.
There was nothing that could prepare us for this. There was no warning sign, nothing whatsoever. They seemed happy.
Mary's friend Lillian Namai says the girls had bright futures ahead of them. Adriana was a senior at DuPont Manual High School, and Brianna was in 6th grade at No Middle School. And Mary was from Kenya, committed to providing her family the best life.
She's not just a lady who was shot in the house with her kid. She was a nurse. She was an entrepreneur. She loved her family so well.
But this isn't the first time the family has experienced tragedy this year. Last month, the Muchemis lost their father. Now Emily says the pain of losing her sister and nieces is almost too great to bear.
I didn't tell her goodbye. I didn't tell her that I love her. I didn't tell the girls that I love them too.
17-year-old niece, she says, quote, Adriana in particular was looking forward to her graduation. She was a smart and responsible young lady with a bright future ahead of her. JCPS confirms she was a senior at DuPont Manual High School, the school sending this letter to parents Sunday. Her sister Brianna attended No Middle School. Muchemi says the 11-year-old was, quote, full of life, saying she, quote, got along well with everyone.
Faculty, staff, and students are grieving the loss of two sisters. Here at Manual High School, Adriana was a strong leader who loved to serve. And just across the street at No Middle, Brianna had a smile that could warm your heart.
She was definitely an outstanding student.
The halls at Manual and No Middle School feel different without Adriana and Brianna Stanton. Staff say the sisters were strong-willed and overachievers inside the classroom.
Adriana was a different student. She reached out to me and wanted to do something about voter registration and voter rights.
As president of the Black Student Union, she created a video for JCPS informing students about voting. She had dreams of becoming a lawyer.
She has applied actually to quite a few colleges. I do have a list because that list was long.
Her top choices were NYU and Columbia. Adriana left a strong legacy behind by grooming the next generation of students through her activism.
As I visited classrooms this morning, especially her classes, I told all of our students that we're a family here, that we're going to look out for each other. It's hard to lose somebody.
Her sister, 11-year-old Brianna, attended No, just across the street. They both were very determined and kind-hearted girls.
Well, with Brianna, she was really a breath of sunshine. She was a 6th grade student here at No.
Like her big sister, Adriana, she loved helping her peers and was also involved in clubs and activities.
She was one of those students that really cared for her classmates, part of the tennis club as well as team, and so just really an all-around great student.
There are counselors at both campuses for anyone who may need help dealing with this tragedy.
Mary Stanton's younger sister set up a GoFundMe to help pay for funeral expenses. As of right now, there is still no motive in the case, and the investigation remains ongoing.